So it's your maintenance assistance. Welcome to Work in the Air, to another episode. We are trying something new for streaming purposes.
Because y'all don't watch YouTube!
I wasn't going to say anything, but apparently Tech Minion and Camera Guy back here is a bit more blunt than I am.
Oh, we have to be blunt, because y'all don't watch.
I mean...
So we're hoping that you're going to watch it on Facebook stream, because a lot of you seem to also follow the posts.
Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all three get me money. So that's, I was supposed to say that, but you know what? Y'all know why I'm doing this, but I also have a diehard love of aviation, which is why I'm really doing this anyway.
And we want y'all to know about this stuff, seriously.
And it can help you if you travel, whether it's once in your lifetime, twice, or like 1,000 times. Or whether you're a frequent traveler like me. And if someone would quit playing with their background.
I wanted to make sure I was on the part where it would allow me to change screens instead of you looking at me going, "Die, change the screen, you special
Usually you gotta go like this.
Well, we couldn't get the remote to work, so sue me.
You know, I would sue you, but that would be a frivolous lawsuit.
I know.
So, today we are featuring an overview and analysis of the world's best airline. Singapore Airlines, specifically. Now, this is a kind of a three-way tie, depending on who you ask, but by and large, Singapore Airlines has the best ground service, customer service, and airline experience in general. And when I say three-way tie, I mean it can be considered as being tied with, say, Etihad, Emirates, and I guess you can throw Qatar up there. That'd be a four-way tie. But really, it's not, because Qatar has fallen off the bandwagon in the last couple of years.
Qatar, stop being decent.
So, really, to give you a brief background, Singapore started first back in 1955. They can trace the roots back to 1947, back to the post-wartime struggles of the very early Malaysian airline, not to be confused with Malaysian Airlines, which we all know and love today. But they started with like a Viscount or Vickers Viscounts, Lucky Super Constellations, things like that. Like very early, yet still for the time, state-of-the-art turboprops. Still didn't require a whole lot of pressurization. Very quickly, though, as they neared the jet age, they advanced to Boeing 707s and 737s, which, again, at the time, were top of the line and state of the art. And they were one of the first airlines to have that. So, they are abbreviated as SIA or SQ, both mean the same thing. So when you look at boarding pass and it says SQ or SIA, don't be alarmed. It's the same basic code, the same abbreviation. SIA, Singapore Airlines, SQ, abbreviation for Singapore per ITA recommendations.
Though, of course, isn't their biggest polar airport?
So I have done a review of Singapore's home and base Changi Airport. It is the best airport in the world. And if it's not the best, according to Skimtrax, or I'm sorry, Skytrax, it is among the top two, next to Dubai International or Dixby.
Now, the most important part is to give you guys a actual reference. What is supposed to be the most high-end mall internally in the United States?
That would be...
Mall of America?
Yeah.
Okay, so take the Mall of America, multiply it by 1,000,
yeah,
and then turn it up even more. So basically Mall of America on steroids, add planes.
And we can't forget Changi's Jewel. The Jewel in Changi Airport is accessible to all terminal passengers, and is basically a mall inside of an airport. and it has a botanical garden and a large waterfall and a central geyser hub fountain, whatever you want to call it. It looks beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
Now, of course, there are going to be some of you that'll say, but Dubai looks better. Let us remind you of something else. Singapore has been doing tourism for how many years?
Its entire existence.
So, the entire existence of it, Dubai, Qatar, Doha, all those places, have only been doing it for recently because they ran out of oil. Or thinking they're going to.
Right. Doha and Qatar, Hamad International, is number 3 overall. It's identifiable because of the giant teddy bear statue in the main terminal hub when you walk in. But
Which is something you'll never see in Beijing Airport. I mean, what?
But I mean, they really don't have a whole lot to offer you overall. Even though they do recommend layovers, stopovers, whatever you want to call them, they're the same thing on their flights.
Plus, the weather is a lot nicer in Singapore. It's not usually, oh my god, desert hot. And it's not going to have as many, how can we say this politely? Forget it, I won't. Religious restrictions.
Well, yeah. I mean, now, I will say this for Dubai and Abu Dhabi, too. They are very religiously tolerant.
Yeah, especially if you're a tourist.
Especially then, because they bank their money on tourism. Therefore, if you're, let's say, Christian or Jewish or any other faith other than Islam, they accept you and won't judge you as long as you're not in their face about it.
Or if you're a woman wearing shorts and a tank top.
Well, yeah, because it's advised that you at least respect the bare minimum of their customs.
But I'm saying that because there are videos online of women wandering around the malls in those outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Right next to women wearing entire full
Burkas.
burqas, yeah. But anyway, tangenting.
I mean, just to a slight little tangent, it helps if you at least respect the bare customs, like I said, and by that, just wear a basic hijab. Whether you believe it or not is irrelevant. The fact is, while you're there in the country, abide by some local customs. If you're wearing a hijab, fine, that's great. You can wear it with jeans and a t-shirt, whatever. You're only there for a day or two anyway.
But yeah, to move on, here is why it is easier to travel on Singapore than anybody else.
Singapore, now you'll take notice, this is an early logo, but nothing has changed here. They are, of course, a member of the Star Alliance.
And remember again, boys and girls, who else is part of the Star Alliance?
Emirates is coming in the next year, and we also have, I'm not going to list all the
But
airlines.
important for America.
Yes.
For Americans.
For Americans, yes, United is a member, Aer Lingus has codeshare agreements, and then we have like 26 other members.
So basically, you can fly everywhere, and again, we will remind you guys, United is not that bad. We know they've had some bad press lately, but that has mostly been because they're having to deal with some stuff. They'll be fine.
They've had to do with maintenance issues that were really the fault of Boeing.
They're also the cheapest out of the big three.
And they are. I shouldn't say cheap, more like affordable overall.
Yes, they're easy to fly on without breaking the bank, is what I mean.
And I
While
don't,
still getting quality.
yeah, and I don't mean to get down on all low-cost carriers or anything in the U.S. because Southwest is very, very comfortable.
But
overall.
Southwest doesn't fly to Singapore.
Yes. Now, if you were to take, say, United to Singapore, then Singapore back, that'd be great. Because Singapore doesn't fly their A380 to the U.S. anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm going to skip ahead because I want to keep this reasonably short compared to our other videos. Singapore offers 4 classes of service.
And here's a picture of one of them.
This is the famed and modern Singapore Suite.
Yes, you get a man cave, or a sitting room almost, type thing.
A living room, to put it
Yeah.
that way.
So yes,
Yeah.
gentlemen, you can have your football fantasy of having the recliner, the remote, and the TV.
Now, it's important to note there are 2 TV monitors in the suite. There's one that you're looking at right there, and then there's one on the far wall that you can't see because of the
Well,
angle
no,
of the
you can
picture.
see the back end of it behind the back of the
No,
chair, right?
that's different.
Oh, that's the control panel.
Yes.
Oh.
That's the tablet.
Yeah.
You,
Yes.
you can use the tablet interface with order room service, order food, drinks.
Play games on it if you want to sit there and play on your iPad.
Yes. Or you can also order them to, order the host staff to come in and provide turn down service. You can order them to, or ask them to get a vacuum in to clean the carpet. Why you want to, I have no idea, but you can. You can also
No, I was just checking.
order them or ask them to, I don't know, dim the lights in your suite. Now, I will reiterate, this is a fully enclosed suite. You have walls and door in the suite, and price. A round trip ticket is more than any of us could afford.
Well, more than most of us probably who are watching this. But here's the nice part.
Because there's Star Alliance,
Mm-hmm.
you can purchase it in miles.
Yeah, and you can also purchase it through United and use their payment plan. And
Yes.
Singapore probably allows to use the payment plan as well.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. So again, you can purchase it for a reasonable
In
price.
fact, you would be hard pressed to find a Star Alliance airline that does not offer payment plans.
Yeah.
You can use Uplift, Afterpay, QuadPay, Zip. You can use any of the sorts. You can even, if you're really desperate, you can even pay on credit card payments.
Yeah, you can. But while that's the internal, who wants to see what the outside looks like?
So, okay. Tech menu was a little errant in this one because this is actually the 747, which is not really flown anymore. That is not to say Singapore does not fly their super jumbos, but they do not fly the 747. The Queen of Skies was retired or transferred to their freighter fleet. In fact, this one was actually, in their tropical livery, was involved in an accident a year and a half after the superhero was taken.
Like, full damage? Ooh.
Bursting into flames.
Oh!
Landing gear collapsed, burst into flames, everyone got out.
But yeah, speaking of pretty things that happen on flights, yes, because fire is pretty, I know, haha, funny.
So this actually has nothing to do with fire per se.
No, it's pretty.
Yeah. This is a, this is not one picture, but it was a picture taken by one of my friends. As a long picture shot of an Singapore Airlines 737 taking off from the runway here, and you've got to remember that position flying.
Yeah, and that's all. That was a long exposure shot, wasn't it?
I just said it was.
That. I speak good.
They train their pilots very, very well. You would be hard pressed to find any airline that does not train their pilots as well as Singapore.
Yeah.
Or that trains.
And I believe they also have the lowest accident count, don't they?
Yes, they do. Because even Qantas has now had more accidents than Singapore.
But speaking of it, even if you do not have that much money, you can still fly in style.
So, this is Singapore's premium economy class. Offered on pretty much all their flights, whereas the suites are only offered on their A380 Super Jumbos. We just saw. This is actually their premium economy, offered on almost all their flights, really. For flights more than 4 hours, you get a blanket and pillow showcased there, plus the IFE and remote all installed in the side armrest of the chair.
I only see one downside. The window seat.
Well, yeah, you gotta get over someone to get out.
Yeah, you basically trade the view for it taking a little longer to get to the bathroom.
But you're gonna find that in every airline.
Well, every airline in the economy. Or even the old style business.
Which many airlines still have. 222 configuration. Even Lufthansa has the 222 and 747s.
Of course, Singapore is also known for the most gorgeous setups, because I'm sorry, this
is Singapore Airlines business class. Available on all of their long-haul aircraft. Notably their A350s, which come in two varieties, the A350 and 900 XWB, and the A350 1000 ULR, which stands for ultra long range. Now they do fly this one to the US.
Yeah, And that's the herringbone type C, isn't it?
It is. This is styled along the same way as Air Canada and some other airlines, with a beautiful pull-out tray table and waist and shoulder belt, and TV screen there. So I mean, this is actually a very they in the mid 2010s, Singapore did a complete refurbishment of their entire classes of service. Well, we've gone over 3 of them so far, but even basic economy is actually really, really nice.
Sorry. And that was the picture that you sent.
Part of their modern logo. This is their A380. Now, if you look at the top rung here, or the top row, everything
That's a double decker, isn't it?
That's the A380 double decker. Yes. Up until the A, Singapore Airlines, the A string of the airlines is the end of first class, and that's the end of their suites.
Yeah, because they've got a door between the two.
Yep.
The exit door, and then it goes back to what? Premium economy?
No, it goes to
Or is that
business.
business, yeah. And then what premium economy is in the back end?
On this one, business goes to about the E, and then the rest is premium economy up until the end of the flag, at most, and then from the end of the flag back is all economy and basic, and the lower row is all economy.
Cheaper economy than up above, because I'm guessing it's considered your basic economy.
No, they only have 4 classes, but that's still more than most airlines have.
Yeah, that's true.
They have suites, first, business, premium, and basic. So it's 5, actually.
But of course, if you definitely travel in the first class or business class, you get to eat some nice victuals.
Yes, very good, very healthy for you, and very delicious. So this was an example of Singapore Airlines' reintroduction of their catering back in 2019 aboard their A380, but in business class. This is one of their courses on their This is their, I believe, amuse-bouche. You're looking at grilled couscous with shrimp tartare and
Looks like a lemon pepper sauce.
lemon pepper sauce and salad on the sides, garnished with parsley.
Mm-hmm. And usually you'll be enjoying this in, of course, this, which is another angle
Of the suite.
of the suite. Yes, there is a full-on bed in there, people.
And also credit to Singapore Airlines. This is right off their site for PR purposes.
Now, when she was talking about the other TV, that's at the end of the bed.
No, that's
Isn't it?
right opposite of this shot.
Oh, I thought there was one smaller TV in front of the chair and then one at the end of the bed.
Right in front of the chair. Legs head on.
Yeah.
And then one that way.
Oh.
And then on the wall. Now you can also, the nifty thing, is that you can take the wall down
That's right.
and then join 2 suites together.
Yes, and you can then change it from a single to basically, what, a queen?
Double.
Ah.
Oh, double suite, queen bed. Yeah. Now again, that's room service tablet. And then there's a whole host of amenities that it would take like an hour to go through. But really, you have your own amenity kit, your own pajamas that are moisture wicking and moisturizing and scented. And then there's also complimentary alcohol and full-size bed, and the upholstery is actually done by Poltrona Frau, which is the same German company that does the upholstery for Porsche.
That's all the pictures.
So I guess that's all we have for you today, but I do invite you to hit me up with any questions you may have, comments, concerns, anything you like, really. I do invite you to take Singapore Airlines at least once in your life. It will change your life.
Now, we did try and keep this one a little bit shorter because not a lot of you were watching it. We also switched over from YouTube to prioritizing on Facebook. We'll see if that works out better. As always, of course, go to the website, read the blogs, follow you on Instagram.
Yes. Usually I will cross post when I post to Facebook to Instagram. I also post regularly on my Twitter. I refuse to call it X. Next week we'll finally be doing the Medikit reviews.
Yeah, we've been kind of busy. That's mostly my fault.
It's all your fault, really.
Well, yeah, I also blame the fact we might actually push it back to 2 weeks. Because remember, then I'm done with school, and then I'll have free time for a little while. So we can actually do a better setup with like a whole table and everything.
Okay. So next week maybe something different. May do an fleet review, may do an airport review. I do have another flight coming up to Boston, and then we have our big trip to San Francisco coming up at the end of summer, beginning of fall.
End of September, I think it is, right?
Yep.
And that is going to be actually pretty interesting. We're thinking, this is going to be the hard part. Folsom Street Fair will probably not be able to post most of that.
Not unless we want to get hit with a bunch of security guidelines violations.
So, definitely Folsom Street Fair will be accessed through her Patreon, where you get access to the server that holds all of her videos.
Because I can tell you right now, if I uploaded Folsom Street Fair pics and shots and videos, I would get banned from Facebook, Instagram, and
You'll be banned
YouTube.
from everything.
Well, not Twitter, because Twitter doesn't give a fuck, really.
Well, yeah, because it's run by a man who does not think that. Anyway. Yeah, we love you, Zuckerberg. We know we're also going to potentially be taking a drive. We're actually going to hit the Hornet that we missed last time. Sorry about that. Let's see. What else is there that we're going to hit specifically?
We're going to hit
Presidio.
the Presidio and the rest of the museums that we missed. And a whole bunch of eateries, restaurants, shops that we didn't get to take part in, that were better off financially than we were before. We're going to have a ton of fun.
Yeah. And always, if there's a place that you want us to go while we're there, I mean, we've given you guys enough of a heads up that you've got no excuse not to make suggestions. Seriously, we will even drive through the Tenderloin and put it on video if you guys ask.
But if you comment on how nice my boobs are, again, I'm going to lose it.
Well, that's also the reason why we did it on Facebook, because there's a better chance of having that not happen. But also, same thing. If you guys want certain subjects covered, we don't care if they're bang bang shooty planes. We don't like if you want the F-35 covered. Fine. Give us something. Heck, we'll even cover the Messerschmitt if you really ask for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, I really don't mind. I like those planes. I just happen to prioritize civilian aviation.
Yeah.
Because it's more of a lifestyle, more of a passion for me. I'm into the aeronautical engineering aspect. I'm more into the passenger carrying capacity aspect. I'm into the traveling aspect.
And plus, it's also the airlines that you suggest in the planes are stuff people can actually have a chance of experiencing. Like, when it comes to any of the military planes, you have to be in the military or you have to have been in the military at a certain time to experience those aircraft.
Oh, yeah.
Most you can do is go down to Dayton and see it. Which, yes, guys, we know it took us a little while to get the those videos posted, and we're still also in progress. We just don't want to give you guys raw footage that could potentially get the videos taken down. That's why it's been taking so long. On top of that, with Germany, we still have not gotten permission from Frankfurt Airport to post some of that stuff, and they're very, very strict about their privacy. And again, we don't want to get the videos taken down.
By the way, they gave us permission.
Oh, we got permission? We just did. Okay.
Just today.
So, yeah, since we got permission, we're going to try and be doing a slew of uploads. And I actually have some free time today, so I'll try and do it. But if anybody wants to help us out, again, starting potentially volunteers, and the more she gets paid through all this stuff, the more you guys get paid if
and the more high
you're working
quality videos we can
Exactly.
create. Because right now I'm looking for a video editor and a designer of some sort. So please hit me up. I've had one person contact me in the past 4 weeks.
And again, you need to understand that this may not be lucrative at the very beginning, but more content for everybody and more watchers equal more people. So again, that's the suggestion of like, comment, subscribe. The closer she gets to subscribe to the subscriber level that she wants, the better of a chance YouTube will give her money, which means money for anybody working
And
for her.
again, I wasn't joking, like pulling you guys around. YouTube has, through confirmation, changed their policies for monetization. So it requires at least 450 to 500 subscribers and at least 10,000 hours of watch time.
Yeah.
Which is not impossible, but they keep changing the goalposts.
Yeah. They keep changing the goalposts the closer and closer she gets, which is why, and also, guys, we're really busy. I've got school, we both got work. I mean, this is not a full-time thing for us. We try and make it as much as possible, but at the same time, we don't want to have everything go completely up in smoke and have us not be able to do
And
that.
guys, I'm trying my best here. I'm pulling 60, 70 hour weeks. I mean, 40 of that, yes, is devoted to work, but the rest is devoted to this vlog and blog. Because it's not just this channel. I also run a website.
Yeah. And for me, part of the if they ask, well, why doesn't Tech Minion do video editing? Tech Minion is kind of working on the backbone of making sure the systems are up and running. So, you know, he runs a server that her videos are posted on, and the last thing we need is for it to go down, so none of you have access to it.
Right. And it's not just my videos. If you subscribe to my Patreon at an upper tier level, you get access to that server, which includes hundreds, if not thousands, of films and TV shows, movies, anything you want, with more to come.
Yeah. On top of that, you get access to a Discord server for it, and if enough people start going on Patreon, we will create a Discord server for Brook in the Air, so we can post news whenever it happens, because right now we got a small little cadre of stuff, and she actually posts on a different server because there's nobody following. And again, this is a woman who is one of the few female what my words are just failing
Travel vloggers.
Travel vlogger. One of the few female travel vloggers. Like, there's a lot of men who do it.
Just like go onto YouTube and you'll find like a dozen male travel vloggers and a couple couples. Like you'll find women, but they often have their boyfriends or husbands with them. And the most I do is I have my boyfriend doing video for me on trips.
Yeah, I do video, and I of course am in the background doing back-end work because I doubt you want to see my shirtless mug sitting in front of the camera.
But I mean, a lot of the minor domestic trips I go on by myself.
Yeah.
And then I bring him back, and he does editing for videos when I get back.
Yeah, when I have time. Like, Newark, I think I'm still working on trying to get it, but that's because basically there have been a couple problems with the server lately that I have had to address. Because it covers more than just you guys for the videos. I know we're taking a while to do all this, but that's because this stuff needs to be addressed.
And one of the main reasons why we took so long getting the Frankfurt videos up is because we had to wait for confirmation and the go-ahead from Frankfurt Airport, because Germany, and Frankfurt especially, is very, very...
very focused on privacy.
Yes, focused on privacy.
Is a big German thing. Like, it's not like America's, who basically will show you their butt and be like, here, post it!
Now, that's not to say Germany's the only nation with airports that are privacy-focused. It just means they happen to take it very seriously, among others.
Well, and it's not just the airport. The German culture is very privacy-focused, too.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's
well,
a big
this
thing.
is a nation that also allows mutual spas.
Right.
But, I mean, they do it with the understanding that you're going to respect the user's body and privacy.
Yeah. So again, guys, please don't unsubscribe. We're getting to you guys as fast as we can. But again, we need interaction from all of you.
I mean, it doesn't take much effort, guys. Just go ahead and click like, subscribe, comment, share, and or I don't know, say whatever. I mean, it's fine.
Heck, we'll even put up a poll of where would you rather see the videos pop up first, Facebook or
YouTube.
YouTube? And do you want us to do other shows? I mean, I've got the rant videos that I should be putting up again. It's trying to find the time to do it. Heck, I don't even play video games that much anymore, if that tells you anything.
He comes home, eats dinner, goes to bed.
Or spends time sitting up doing stuff on the computer to get it all running.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys, we are going to log off here. Again, if you're interested in helping the channel out, we welcome brand new team members. Go ahead and hit up my business email, thistorian18@gmail.com. Once again, that's T, letter T, Tango, historian1818@gmail.com.
Everything will be I believe everything's in the about section.
Pretty much, yeah. I made a point of putting everything in the about section.
And we will also make sure to do links if needed, and let you know. If you have questions, please hit her up.
But above all else, remember to take Singapore Airlines at least once. It doesn't have to be in the suite. Their premium economy is very nice. And I will see you in the air. Remember to take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Love you so much. Bye bye.